Hey, one more World Entertainment, and it's officially here, Supergirl, and this is going to be the non-spoiler review for Supergirl. I'm literally only back in from it. The sweat is pissing out of me because it is hot as balls over here. I've literally just got changed out of the t-shirt I was in. Again, non-spoiler review. I will do a spoiler review. I probably drop that maybe Friday, maybe Saturday, so whoever wants to go and see it can go and see it, but there's the ticket. Went to see it. So, what is the movie? The basic story is young girl's family gets killed by villain. Supergirl's dog gets injured by villain. Two girls team up to go and hunt villain. That's it. That's your whole story for the movie. You might see people say this is a paint by numbers. It absolutely is, considering those numbers are 1 and 2. And they struggle to get to 2. It's a mess of a movie. It is absolutely disastrous. It is not good. How do they open the movie? Exactly how they opened the very first teaser trailer for it. By Crypto pissing on the image of Superman. That is how they open this movie. The music choices in this movie are god awful and completely out of place. It's like, what were you doing? Like, seriously. They struggled to get a composer. Remember that? They went through like 3 composers, fucking posers, to do this movie. I think there's like 3 moments of actual non-like pop music in the movie, and it's completely unmemorable, as is the villain. Now, we're all going to have different takes on this movie, but it's going to be funny because we can say it's terrible and it's not good. The mainstream media are saying it's terrible and not good. But Angry Joe seems to think, no, you can only have his opinion. So none of us are telling you, don't go and see this movie. If you want to go see the movie, go and see it. If you enjoy it, enjoy it. But Angry Joe is out there begging people to go and see it. Don't take my word for it. This is Joe himself begging his very audience to see the movie.
Way off topic now.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to it, and I hope it does well. Please go out and support it. Go out and support your boy, okay? You go out and watch the movie, you're supporting what your boy likes, and making me happy, okay?
I don't quite know how exactly you going to see the movie helps him out. But the movie overall, is there any highlights to it? Because it's not a good movie. It truly is not. It's dog shit. There's no other way to, it's dog shit. There are a couple of things that do work, for me anyway. These type of scenes, the flashback stuff where Kara is speaking with her father and even her mother and stuff like that, they are good scenes. They are actually good scenes. I did actually like those scenes. When she's not a mess like this and stuff, it's actually, she works better. Now, not the movie, but her as Supergirl. She's not particularly endearing when she's just this, the messy kind of part. But when she kind of has those more somber moments, like when Crypto gets injured and her flashbacks, she shines in those moments. She really does. Everything else though around it is just trash. Like, Ruthie is god awful. I'm sorry, there's people who say, oh no, she's god awful. She is a pointless character. She truly is. And she's walking around meant to be this little innocent girl and stuff, and yet it turns out she's like this warrior, but she still can't actually do much stuff once the script says you can't do anything. Lobo, wasted. Absolutely wasted. Yeah, everything you want to see of Lobo is in the trailers. Everything with Lobo is in the trailer. He's like, it was almost like a desperation act to put him in there, because there's no reason for him to be in the movie. He literally does nothing. Like, nothing. The suit, she puts the suit on at the very end of the movie. And that is the other issue. It's like, you're trying to constantly do these deconstruction of the hero to try and build up to something, and it doesn't work. And it definitely doesn't work when the people who are writing the character that way don't know how to write a character that way. So it's just like her putting on the suit is just for the sake of her finally having the suit on. Now, through all the promotion and stuff we've seen, she's in the suit with the trench coat. She's literally in the suit and the trench coat once. And it's the very end of the movie. Other than that, she is not in the suit at all. Now, there's also that clip of her eating the popcorn that weird bug thing shits out. There is a joke that goes with that, which it's basically she tries the popcorn later and goes, "Ugh, this tastes like shit." And it's like, because that's exactly what it is. Superman is barely in it, so there's that phone call or video call to her asking her when she's coming home. Then there's another actual video call where he finally gets in touch with her and asks her, "When you coming home?" Then there's the flashback scene and the very end scene. So you've pretty much, other than the very end scene, you've seen everything with Superman. How long is David Cornsweet in the movie and Jason Momoa? Less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. There's probably a slightly bit more Lobo than Superman, but it's weird. And what's also weird is when she's describing Superman to Ruthie, she says, "They call him Superman, but I call him Clark," as opposed to, "Why would you not call him Kal-El?" I found that strange. This is the other issue I have. They've changed something major about the whole relationship between Superman and Supergirl. They've now made her younger than he is. That he was sent to Earth before she was born. So she was born 8 years after the destruction of Krypton. So they have changed it now that she's not older than Superman. She's 10 years younger than him. That shows you that they don't actually understand and didn't know about these characters, that she is actually meant to be older than he is. But overall, her powers, as you can see, the trailer showing the powers, they work when the script needs them to work. They don't work when they forget that she even has powers. Such as she's looking for creme and seems to forget that she can look through walls. Which the irony of that is, about 2 minutes later, she's looking through walls. It's like, oh, you really forgot about her X-ray vision. It's just kind of, it's all over the place. And the way it's structured is even worse, because paint by numbers, again, if the numbers were 1 and 2 and they struggle to get to 2, is how this movie moves along. Ruthie comes in and says, "I need help." Supergirl ignores her. Very next scene, both Ruthie is showing up to Supergirl at her ship to get help, and the very person both of them are looking for, well, Ruthie's looking for at this stage, it's about to happen that Supergirl's going to look for him, is Creme de Yellow Hills shows up. It's like, oh, that's convenient that all 3 players show up in the same spot at the exact same time. The planets, she goes to planets with red suns to get pissed. Then she goes to the yellow suns to sober up and not have a hangover. And then immediately goes back to things. It's I don't know what way to describe it, really. Especially without going into tons of spoil. Even though there's not a hell of a lot to spoil, because the entire movie is in the trailer. The one thing is, every single place you go is dull and dark and dingy and shit looking. So every single planet she goes to, there's things that don't make sense as well. Like, she goes into a bar, it's where she meets Lobo, and there's like an alien singer, and because they're not on Earth, and apparently none of these creatures know about Earth and stuff, and yet the alien singer is singing a song from Earth. It's like, how and why? The villain is the worst part of the movie by far, because number one, he's barely in it, and two, when he is in it, he doesn't even seem like he's the main villain. He seems like he's one of the henchmen to the main villain. And it's like, he does nothing. He does not work at all. So, yeah, it's just... if you're going to go and see it, go and see it. But don't expect anything. None of the humor worked for me. Absolutely none of the... Oh yeah, speaking of humor, the bus that she gets, which, of course, was one of the first images of her waiting for the bus. Remember the door opens on the bus and we see that driver, and everybody, as soon as we saw that in the trailer, was like, man, that looks like Guardians of the Galaxy. That driver doesn't speak English, and she can't understand what the driver says. The driver has a translator. It's a little weird kind of Boba Fett or Booba Fett, whatever that stupid little fucking thing is called in Star Wars. It's voiced by Joe Rogan. The second you hear his voice, you're like, oh god, no. Yeah, so you realise what kind of humour they're going to try and throw at you, but the humour doesn't work. The look and tone of the movie doesn't work. It's dark as fuck. It really is dark as fuck in this movie. Like, there are moments where you cannot see jack shit. So, and every place looks like this. Just dull, dark, and brown. Yeah, so, realistically, as I said, Lobo, there's nothing to get excited about. There's not like, oh, he embodied that role. He does nothing. Superman does nothing. The only thing I did like were the more emotional, tender moments with Kara, where Millie Alcock actually does kind of embody more of the actual Supergirl and what her struggles are. So that's the only positive I can give this movie, but it's not good. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say at the start, I should have started off immediately by saying it. There's absolutely zero post-credit scenes. There's no mid-credit scene or anything. So as soon as the credits start rolling, you can leave. There's nothing. Even though even Craig Gillespie says, oh yeah, there's something big at the end. There's nothing. So that's the non-spoiler review for Supergirl. So if you've seen it, what do you guys think of it? Again, this is my opinion, so if you want to see it and you enjoy it, by all means, go and enjoy it. But yeah, it is not a good movie at all. As for the Mad Max thing that they say, yeah, they're talking about one scene at the very end, which is when Crime's people all go after Ruthie on their bikes and tanks in the sand. That's it. That's the only part that kind of is a Mad Max ripoff. It's even in the trailer. I'll show you now in a second because it comes up. That's the only moment where you're like, oh, is that meant to be the Mad Max part? By the way, that's the other thing with the movie. It's incredibly predictable. Like, a scene after this scene, you see coming 100 miles away. It's just like, yeah, I know exactly what's about to happen here. So, it's very predictable. It's very one tone. It's very one note. It's just bleh. It really is just bleh. It's bland. It's dull. It's not funny. As I said, when that stuff there is the Mad Max ripoff stuff. But yeah. So again, if you've seen it, let us know. And with that, that is the end for the non-spoiler review. So cheers. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. You know the drill. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.